No, yeah, because that brought up a few other points that I wanted to make. So there's tons of groups that are doing exactly what Stephen Pope is doing, and that means that there's a huge market for it. So you're gonna do it better in some ways than he is. Because go look at his YouTube channel. He doesn't really have that many subscribers yet, but there's other people who have tons of subscribers. So people are in his group listening, but not taking any action. You're gonna learn from that and figure out how to get people to take action, meaning they're gonna get more results with you rather than with him.
Yeah, and I think it's how you infuse your personality into the group. You
Yeah,
know, each group has its own vibe to it. Each community has its own vibe to it, is what I'm saying.
yeah,
And his is a very specific type of, you know, vibe. I feel like
yeah,
it's just hardcore like knowledge. It's stripped of personality, it's stripped of everything else. It's just knowledge and automation, knowledge and automation.
yeah,
But I have no common way to connect with this guy.
yeah,
I want to connect with this guy, but there is no bridge there that he's built. At least for my exposure to him. I limit my exposure in there just because I don't want to get influenced too much. But
yeah.
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah, and that's why I'll go ask questions I know the answers to sometimes in those groups just to see how they respond. But then the other thing, Dolly 3,
I love Dolly 3. That was such a good recommendation.
yeah, so the thing I learned with Dolly 3 is ask it to create a brand kit and then and that you have to break it down into chunks because it if it just creates a really nice logo, that's great. But what you really want is the assets, the individual assets. So if you can figure out a way to build assets like that you can download as SVG files in high fidelity, because then you can scale it and layer it yourself. So it's not taking over the creative world. What it actually is doing is multiplying human creativity. Because now I'm like going in and saying, okay, how do I remake this? Or who can I ask to turn this into vector files from this image? Because it creates a really nice image, but you can't actually use it um, unless you have the individual assets, like
I
layer
understand what you're
files.
saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, you need the layer files because the graphic I sent you, as you noticed on the background, it's all white because I did try to put a background to make
yeah,
it pop, but
yeah,
it's literally a white square, so I need to turn that into the right file type.
yeah. So that's a new that it brings up new issues.
Do you have an asset or like a list of resources for how to prompt this for specifically what we're trying to do, like marketing related stuff?
Yeah, that's what I'm learning, or that's what I'm creating, and I'm just making it into one big um what's it called? A big thread in my
Google
school.
Doc or something? Oh, in your school. Okay.
Yeah, because then from that thread, I can synthesize all the points and I can put it into an AI and say, hey, can you synthesize what's on this screen and give a step-by-step list? Because then I can easily post that on LinkedIn. I can plan posts. I can make a Twitter thread. I'm not making my Twitter public yet. I don't want to. Um, but what I found is if you use TypeShare to write a Twitter thread, it can really easily become a LinkedIn article instead of doing it the other way around.
Hmm.
And also, Twitter threads as advertisements do great. So have you seen that carousel ad where it's like the first tweet? It's not really even a tweet. It just looks like a tweet. And then
Yeah.
you swipe and then you find the next like number 2, step number 3, step number 4, DM us to get started. I love
Hmm.
those ads.
Yeah, I've seen that. An outro card is really important. I think that that's
Yeah.
the call to action you're talking about. Like, want to learn more? Here you go. I might work on that today.
Let me see.
And the reason why I'm asking about Dolly 3 is like I had created about six graphics around my industry, my niche. And it's like if I wanted to create a newsletter, I want that to be the theme. It's like the first graphic has a specific branded theme, like the one I shared with you.
Yeah.
But prompting is something that I still need to get better at. But I was really impressed by my first run through with
Yeah.
Dolly, just in general. I was like, this is really good.
Yeah, that's and then okay, so it's not even the prompts. I don't even pay attention to the prompts, but I did pay attention to this. When you're in um when you get the four images or the three images or whatever, click on it, and on the sidebar on your computer, you see the seed prompt or the prompt that was generated from your seed prompt. You know what I mean?
I'm following you, but I don't know what you mean. I'll have to look at it when I do it today.
And then also pin your tab. I don't know if it works the same for Google Chrome, but if I pin my tab, it enables me to download the file a lot easier.
Gotcha.
Let me show you what I mean. Okay. So check this out. This is exactly what I mean.
I haven't even used Dolly 3 in this type of version. Like inside of ChatGPT, it's
Yeah,
a separate website.
this is the way to do this is you click up here, you know how you have the two options. You have the ChatGPT 3.5 and then 3 point or the 4. You
Uh-huh.
click on 4 and then you drop down and then there's the other options. I just use
Oh.
this because this is official from OpenAI and I like to.
Hmm.
So check this out. When you click on it, it gives you the prompt that it created from your prompt. So this is the
Oh.
prompt that it
Yeah,
actually
I
designed
understand
from.
now.
Yeah. And then what I found was really good is if you go here, then you can really like you can um you can kind of change things in here and it actually produces similar results, which is very important. It's not just a random result.
I like that. It shows that there's some sort of efficient like organization there.
Yeah. And this is like so important because logos aren't really that important unless you use it as a brand, like for branding across everything. Because then it becomes important. But most people just think logo is the first step in business. But yeah, but sometimes it messes with the spelling, which is why
Yeah, I seen that.
if so then I'm trying to figure out, okay, how do I make the spelling issue go away? Um, one
Hmm.
thing I just came up with now is like deleting the text, like just making this white, um, and then figuring out how you can like copy this into as a vector. Like, do you want to just fill it and then it becomes a shape and then you can re-edit and add textures to it?
Hmm.
Because these circles are just circles with fancy uh textures.
Yeah.
So if you just like get this shape and then make a layer in a SVG and then make all these also layered vector graphics. You know what
Yeah,
I
you
mean?
have to you have to show me.
Yeah. And then so right here you go here and then you can do this.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just prompted something. So it's good for even just getting ideas of a direction of where to go.
Yeah. Yeah. It's definitely multiplying, speeding up creativity.
Yeah.
Because like
Um,
now you can only spend you don't have to spend as much time thinking of a logo. You can start thinking of the whole brand image.
yeah,
That's
that's a
actually
good point.
powerful. Logos aren't powerful, but a whole brand image is powerful.
Yeah. I feel like that's been kind of where my mind's at. It's like I want to get the branding down like pat. I know that that will be like what the content sits in. So with the Instagram carousels or the carousels for LinkedIn, I mean, these photos right here will serve as that
Yeah,
lead magnet, so to speak, on each first page. It'll have one of these specific ones, and it's all highly specific to content management, which is really what I want because I want people to know when they see a piece of content from me that it's by me, which is
yeah,
just super important in my opinion.
yeah. No, that's this is exciting.
This is my favorite one so far. I mean, it needs work just
Let me
because,
wait, let me let you share your screen. I forgot I have to do that every time.
yeah.
Yeah, sharing options, all participants. Okay.
Okay, coming up.
Oh yeah, that one looks really cool. All of those. Oh man. Yeah, see, that's a brand language now.
Exactly.
It because Yeah, people say don't worry about that at the beginning, but now that we can do it faster at the beginning and it's not as stressful and you can create more, that's really cool. Yeah, that looks really good. Because
You
then
can see the
that
screen.
yeah, that communicates to people who are considering working with you. Hey, this is like a strong brand already.
Yeah. Now, if I were able to, now my here's my main concern right now. It's like I don't know how to get back to this prompt here.
Yeah. Okay, where did you make
I
this?
love this logo. I made it in Dolly 3, but is there a history there?
Show me the place that you made it.
All right. I just typed it into here.
Dolly 3. Okay, I've never used this. Okay, so click on the image
Oh
itself.
wait, there's a history tab here.
Yeah.
I thought I made it in here. I guess not.
I thought you
Oh.
made it in the other one, the Bing or something.
Oh, you're right. I did make it in that one. You're right. You're right.
But and then here's the other thing you can do is put it into ChatGPT as an image and say, "Hey, how do I create this?"
I've never even done that before. Like I haven't seen the opportunity to even do that.
Do
Like
you have
I don't see it on
ChatGPT
my chat.
Plus?
No, I don't. I used to.
Yeah. That's just a $20 a month thing. Oh,
Okay,
that's a
there's
image.
where's the history at? Search history.
Maybe.
Should I try it? Okay. Collections. Nope.
Dolly images. Hmm.
Huh. Nah, it's not there.
Yeah, see, that's why Microsoft pisses me off.
I mean, you have to save your prompts and on a separate tab somewhere because like
That's
I want to
why
get
I
back to
use
that same
yeah,
branding.
that's why I like using OpenAI because
Yeah.
it saves your prompts for you and then also it gives you the seed prompt.
I have a very powerful document I can create. I think all my bookmarks from Twitter that I've saved over like the last year of like important branding stuff, like up to date stuff of
Okay.
like all different
That
things.
instantly becomes a Twitter thread, which are very powerful. If you post them daily, I think for
Yeah.
you, you should do that.
Hmm.
I've so go to the go find Jarek Lewis on Twitter and turn on his notifications every post. Turn on uh
Bush.
Dickie Bush and Nicholas Cole. Turn on their notifications. This other account, Copy Ghost, he just started last week, but he's been consistent.
This guy,
Yeah.
Godwin.
No, not that guy. Only one T or something. Let me see. Billionaire Secrets is another one I have on. He's the Copy Ghost.
This guy.
Um,
Anyways,
no, Ghost the Copy Bag, all one word. This guy. Yeah,
um,
he's new, so it might not pop up right now.
what's his handle? It's hard for me to see.
Ghost the Copy Bag.
Okay. Um, maybe there's one T in there.
Let me
Yeah.
send you the link. Yeah, there you go. Okay, so see what he's doing?
Is this the guy too you're talking about?
Yes, yeah. Turn on their notifications though, so that way every time they post a thread, because that's all they post basically, you get it.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
And so
I
what you
forgot
just
you can put
said,
your newsletter here. That's really good.
oh yeah, that's pretty cool. That's the one that I joined for $20. I'm in the 7 day trial period.
Before I forget, I do want to share with you that I did remember where we can get the prompt that I used to get that graphic.
Yeah,
So here are my bookmarks that have like a lot of juicy stuff,
yeah,
but this is actually the exact thing with the
sick,
prompt here. The person put the
nice.
prompt. So I'll just send this to you so you don't
Oh,
have to read
sick.
it
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. That's actually really cool. And that guy probably, guess what? That guy that posted that, he's doing exactly what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
He's using the four writing styles, tools
Oh,
is the
100%. I know you'll be able to spin off like a really unique version of this too after like a couple iterations.
yeah, no, that's cool. And I know a lot of people are doing it in a more like reproducible way than I am, but yeah, no, I think that's really cool.
This is the prompt right here. Professional man, woman chatting at a table, board behind them, flat, simple vector illustrations, vibrant colors, white background. So I might need to change instead of putting white background, just put something else that you want your background of the graphic to be, so that way you can match it and it looks good.
Yeah, because if you what I asked it to do was for vector use or something. I said I added that.
Did it work?
It kind of produced better results. Here, let
Okay.
me share my screen again.
And I'm gonna drop the link for this in the chat
All right,
if I
cool.
can. Make sure you grab it.
Okay, so let's see. Check these out too. These are pretty cool. I
Ooh,
like I
a
like
lot going on there.
do it for sticker. If you say for stickers,
Yeah.
um, orthographic perspective, suitable for sticker design, it's
Hmm.
actually pretty cool. But this one I like. So when you click here, this is where it has all of the prompt. Um,
Gotcha.
should be
I'm gonna go refill up real quick. I'll be back in 60
okay.
seconds.
Cool.
Yeah, I'm really fascinated by how much we're able to like dive into these niches that we're in. You know, it's like you're doing the Dolly stuff, I'm doing the Bing stuff. I just yesterday created a newsletter for or a LinkedIn page for the Content Manager Blueprint. And now that you had shown me on Twitter about that ghostwriting guy, I could check out that. It's
Yeah,
just like we're just creating this like amalgamation of different strategies that are like chopped up so many different ways, like in a unique angle, you know what I mean?
yeah. And
Who's
it's just
gonna like how can you copy that even? You can't.
oh yeah. Well, we we will have reached escape velocity, like Mike says.
Yeah.
So which way is this going? No,
I'm
zoom.
on dark mode by the way on LinkedIn. It looks like Twitter.
Check that out. That's sick. Oh fuck, no, it's not. I fucked up. Okay. Oh, damn it. Almost. Yeah, I just have it whatever set, whatever my phone is set to.
Yeah.
But
I
see,
asked
everything we're discussing right now is a um it, it's it it's information that is compiled to become lead magnets. So already we're so far ahead that other people need this information because they don't have the time to collect it themselves.
Yeah, I hear you. I was connecting with Burton on LinkedIn yesterday because, a couple of days ago or a couple calls ago, I had posted about the top LinkedIn voice, and so that sparked a conversation between him and I. And he
Nice.
shared with me all the groups that he's in. So I can,
Oh, yeah.
he sent me the longest LinkedIn message I've ever gotten about all the posts that all the groups he's been in. So I could just copy and paste it, but just be prepared. It's going to be really long.
Oh, send it in school if you can,
Okay.
because and then also the school, you know the part where it shows you how many activities you've done on your profile?
Yeah.
That's a huge thing. That's the reason I'm active every single day, because people see that and they're like, oh shit, I'm
He's a
slacking.
native. Yeah.
All right, check that out. So got the full,
Yeah. You're almost done. You're in the last two steps or so, huh?
yeah, this is the part that is very interesting. So permute the last layer.
I
Orient.
used to solve those ones back in the day. So I know to some degree, or I remember to some
These.
degree. You're on the you're close to the end right there.
Yeah, I have to get all the yellows facing up first.
Yeah.
I'm learning the advanced method.
Yeah. How many different ways are there to solve it?
Oh, so many, probably too many
Really?
to count.
Makes sense.
Let's see, so orientation of the last layer. So I have that, I think those two. Oh, and then check this out. Start summary. Shoot, I forgot. Let's see if it, do you have the AI thing on the bottom? Oh, shoot, I didn't turn it on at the beginning. Dang. That's a really good way to summarize the meeting. If you, do you see
Is
AI?
that built in?
in? Yeah, it's built in.
Yeah, I do see it.
I forgot to turn it on at the beginning, and which is good because I wanted to test out what happens if you turn it on halfway through a meeting. But yeah. Okay, so how fast could you solve it?
No, it wasn't even about speed. It's just like the matter that I could solve it. I just knew that it was like steps. This was like when I was probably 14 or 15.
Yeah,
So I was just kind of learning the steps and I thought it was really cool that people could do that. Um, I do have to hop out of here in like 10 minutes, but
yeah, me
yeah,
too.
I feel really good about where we're at because just looking back, I know that you do this already, but just like 2 months ago where we were, 3 months ago where we were, now I feel like we got some footing underneath ourselves.
Yeah,
I feel a lot more competent than I used to.
yeah, yeah, and nobody knows how competent or incompetent you are. They just want their problem solved,
Yeah, that's a good distinction.
because there's a lot of incompetent people that are doing jobs that are high paying. So it's not really about the competency.
True that. This idea of creating 30 days worth of content and then figuring out six different ways to say the same thing and
Yeah,
then like autopiling that to some degree. Autopiling, I guess that's the word.
yeah,
Um, that's definitely very interesting to me because that seems like the most straight path way to get the leads that we need to get.
yeah,
What
yeah.
would
And
you
by the
say
way,
about that?
all the people in Stephen Pope's group, they're still looking for the answer, right? They didn't get the answer from just being in the group. And even
Mhm.
if they did, they'll have forgotten it at some point and they need someone to remind them. So everyone's always looking to buy a new thing, even if they have 20 of the same thing.
Very true. Have you created a LinkedIn group yet or a page for the media masterclass, or is that not on the agenda?
Not yet. I haven't done that yet. I'm just focused on consistently writing and posting on the ones that I do have already.
That makes sense.
Yeah. And then storytelling. Here's some good things that I made with ChatGPT. Here's my folders. These were made with Dolly. I think they look pretty cool for like LinkedIn
Oh,
articles
heck yeah. I like that.
because that's all. So all these YouTube thumbnails, they
Yeah.
are trying to achieve one thing, and that's telling a story in 3 parts in the thumbnail.
Right. You know, a lot of these content people, like who we talked about earlier, even they struggle to tell the story and to visualize the value that they're trying to talk about. But I think what we do is we're taking a different approach of like, we want to tell the story first and visualize as much as possible for who we're speaking to as our lead magnet. So overall, I think what we're doing is more enticing, but we just need to follow it up with all that content and the actual meat of everything else.
Yeah,
But it's going to be way more effective in the long run. I feel like if we get our stuff done how we want to get it done.
yeah, that's
Like
because
I see the direction you're going and the direction I'm going. It's very similar.
yeah. But we have our own styles, which will resonate with unique people.
It's crazy
So
how different they are
yeah,
though, but at the
yeah,
same time, it's the same thing.
yeah.
The
Everyone
underlying
is
method
just
is the same.
it's the same stuff.
Yeah.
All right, check this out. I love vidIQ. By the way, they do weekly live streams where you can get your channel analyzed. I've been
Wow.
really interested in how this whole company has come about. It's very interesting. So look, each one of their YouTube thumbnails tells a story, or it either tells a story or provokes curiosity.
Uh-huh.
Like because they really focus on doing that the right way. So let's see, most popular. This one is an old one, but even then it has 2 parts.
Yeah, I see.
This one was just because they were part of the event that happened, but this one tells a really good story. You can like you instantly tell what's happening, but you want to know the story. And then if you click it, watch this.
Feels like the YouTube algorithm is ignoring your smaller YouTube channel. Might be because it actually is. But there is also a simple way that you can address this. We wanted to find the ultimate answer to why channels feel like they get stuck.
No, that's not the right one. Let me see the latest. Which one is the latest? And then this one right here, like they use this same framework for their thumbnails every time, or most of the time. And then this is
I
just the
got you.
opposite. Look, they just flipped it. That one
Yeah.
do as well, but let's see.
As a small YouTube
Simple.
channel, it can be hard to know which analytics to focus on to grow your audience. So many numbers, so little time.
So provokes curiosity.
14 analytics.
So in this video, I'm going to share with you 14.
To gain more views and subscribers. We'll look at subscriber counts, watch time, monetization, keyword research, and a whole lot more. And I'll explain what each means and why it matters to you. So before we start, what is the top analytic you track?
Also, notice how he has these glasses now. Those aren't the glasses that he wears. Those are visual indicators, like branding. It's just branding.
Hmm.
He started doing that
Interesting.
recently because now if you
I
see
thought it
him
was
in
because
YouTube
he's
short,
bald, like how Mike talks about.
yeah,
If
yeah. And
you're bald, wear glasses.
well, and notice how they're unique color and they're oversized.
Yeah,
It's just a prop.
Studio right now. Let us know in the comments below.
makes sense.
I recently asked our community.
Okay, this isn't the right video. Where is it? It was recently. I can't find it, but the point I was trying to make was that every single time they do a video, and in some ones you can tell it a little bit, you can see it a little bit better than in others, but they tell a story. And they do it really, really well. Like they get you hooked.
Understood.
Yeah.
Oh man, I'm excited to jump into this Microsoft Bing generator and see if I can cook up some more of these graphics because it's giving me energy to create like a newsletter off of what it's about.
Yeah.
Like the graphic I showed you how to learn, like that graphic just gives me energy. So
Yeah.
I want to see what else I can cook up with that.
No, this is all really good. Super exciting. All right, I'm gonna hop off though because I gotta go
Yeah, man.
do
Good
some work.
talking.
But yeah,
I
awesome.
will talk to you later.
And then the call is tonight, by the way, for Build Lab.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to be there. I do have practice at that time, so maybe afterwards.
All right. All right. Cool.
All right.
All
Have a
right.
good one.
See you.